Hey guys, it's Maddie. Today I'm going to be filming this Adele inspired look for you guys. It's really simple look. The face is like the biggest part because you want everything to be flawless coverage and you want like that really sharp wing. So yeah, it's nothing too crazy, but I've been wanting to film this look for a while and I finally got the time to sit down and do it. So I hope that you guys enjoy it, and if you want to see how to get this look, just keep on watching. Okay, so I'm going to start with my eyebrows. I'm taking my Anastasia Dip Brown Caramel, and really what I'm going to try to do is just make my eyebrows just a little bit thinner and not so bold, because Adele, they're defined, but they're not really like out there. So okay, so what I started off doing was I defined my the underneath of my brow, I defined the bottom of my brows, and then I'm gonna go in, and basically what I mainly do is like put an arch on because I don't really have a lot of that hair there, so I just do it more so that way it frames my face a little bit better. So that's what I'm gonna do now. Okay, so now that I have the brows on, I'm going to go ahead and move on to my face. Adele has a always very flawless coverage. It's very full, and so I want to try and mimic that. And so I'm going to start by taking my Makeup Forever Step 1 primer. This is the hydrating one because I have a lot of dryness, and it works great. Like, so now that we have our face primed, and I already prepped and moisturized it before I started, so I have like a couple of friends that popped up, so I'm going to be concealing those with green because green cancels out red, and this is the NYX HT Concealer. I don't always put this on, but when I have a lot of breakouts along my chin, it tends to get really red, and so it just helps like to make it look more flawless whenever I put the foundation. So after that, I'm going to be taking my Makeup Forever HD foundation, and this is in the shade N118. I'm going to shake it up, and then I'm going to just put a couple pumps of that on my hand. And I'm going to take this flat foundation brush from Macy's, and I'm just going to spread that on my face. I'm not really using this to blend it out. I'm going to use a beauty blender for that. But if you want a more flawless coverage, then if applying with a flat foundation brush, just spreading it on your face and then blending it in with a beauty blender will give you a fuller coverage than if you just apply it straight with the beauty blender. I'm going to be taking my Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer and my Fit Me Concealer, and I'm going to be highlighting and concealing my face. Okay, so a lot of people, when they do this step, it really just depends on your face shape. Since my face is a lot wider, I want to try and bring it more narrow, so I'm not going to bring my concealer all the way out because it's just going to make it look wider. Okay, Okay, and so to blend that out, I'm going to be taking this mini beauty blender that's for like concealing, highlighting, correcting, all that stuff. And I'm going to be blending it out underneath my... Okay, and I'm going to take some of that Maybelline Fit Me Concealer and I'm going to place it on my eyelids just to conceal all the redness and the veins, so for whenever we do the eyeshadow and stuff later. Okay, so now I'm going to set the concealer and I'm going to be using my Airspun translucent powder. And I'm going to be using a Real Technique sponge to place under my eyes. I like to use a sponge opposed to like a brush whenever I'm baking underneath my eyes. So I just take some on my sponge. So I have like a separate sponge for when I do bake underneath my eyes. So like I'll do my concealer, my foundation with a different one. And then I'll use a different sponge to bake, if that makes sense, like for my powders. So now I'm just going to sit here and I'm just going to let this sit on my face for a couple of minutes and then I'll come back and I'll dust it away using more powder. Okay, so I'm going to be taking my Anastasia contour kit and as usual I'm going to be mixing the banana shade and the vanilla shade and I'm going to use these to wipe away the powder. So I'm going to wipe away the powder with more powder. Okay, so what I am doing right now is I'm taking my Avon's pressed powder. This is a foundation powder, and you don't have to use a foundation powder. You can just use like a translucent or something. I'm going to use a foundation powder because it's going to give me more of a flawless coverage. And again, that's like one of the big things that we're going for in this look is a flawless finish. Okay, so now like the big thing what Adele's really known for is her strong contour. So I'm going to be contouring my face and I'm going to be chiseling out my cheeks because she is actually blessed with a beautifully structured face, and so I'm going to try to do that the best I can on my own face. I don't have as prominent cheekbones, but we can definitely do that. Be doing it in more of like a C formation, like right here. And a lot of people tend to like, you know, start from the ear, bring it down, but we really want to lift up our cheekbones, and by doing this technique and it'll help. And it really just depends on your face shape. So different face shapes will do it differently. You just have to find out which way works best for you. I'm going to be taking this matte cream color from the Carly Bible palette, and that'll just be my base for all my other shadows. I'm going to be going with my Anastasia Shadow Couture palette, and I'm going to be taking, I'm going to use Soft Peach, and then I'll go in with Morocco and Fudge to deepen it up. Okay, so I started by taking Soft Peach into the crease, and then I'm going to go in with Morocco. And you want to make sure to avoid getting any shadow onto the lid. After I go in with Morocco, I'm going to go in with Fudge from the same palette. And with each time, I'm just going to want to get closer and closer to the crease, but still not bringing anything onto the lid. After that, I'm going to be taking my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk, and I'm just going to be putting this onto the lid. I want to open up my eyes more and make them look a little bit wider, so whenever we apply the liner later, it doesn't close them up. then I'm going to go in with that same shade from the Carly Bible palette and set it, and also apply it to my brow bone. Okay, so now for one of the main things in any Adele look is her eyeliner. You're going to want to start by outlining it. I'm going to use my Kat Von D liner in Trooper, and you really just want to take your time with this. I usually outline the wing, and then I'll go in the inner corner and drag it across to connect it. And after I do that, I will fill it in, and I'm going to be using my NYC liquid liner to do that. Okay, so now I'm going to be taking my nude eyeliner and my waterline, and this is going to help open up my eyes, and I tight lines already off camera with the black. So now using my Benefit They're Real mascara, I'm going to be applying this to my lashes, and then I'll be applying Adele 113s. I didn't get a clear shot of it, so I didn't include it into the video. But those are the lashes that I have on, and here I'm just applying it to my bottom lashes. Okay, so here I'm taking my Boutique lip liner in the shade Natural and just lining my lips. And now I'm going in with my NYX matte lipstick in the shade Butter, and this was a little bit too gray toned for me, so I went on top of it with the NYX matte soft matte lip cream in the shade Stockholm. And then I just go over the lash line with my NYC liquid liner. So now taking the NYX contour palette, I'm going to take this highlighter shade, and the only thing I'm actually going to be highlighting today is my Cupid's bow and my nose, and then I'm going to do a little bit of contouring on my nose. Going to deepen up my contour because I feel like it's not strong enough, but I'm actually going to go in with this NYX contour kit, and I'm going to take this deeper shade towards the end here.
You couldn't even see it.
Okay guys, I hope that you like this Adele inspired tutorial. I'm sorry that it took me a while to upload. I've been busy with the holidays and stuff and school, but I will definitely try to upload again sometime soon. Let me know what you want to see, if you want to see more celebrity inspired looks, or if you want to see Valentine's Day. I know that's coming up, something like that. And I hope that you liked this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks for watching.